So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here is Nigel Benn. He's 5'10" tall with a 72.8-inch reach. And he'll be fighting the man nicknamed Sugar. It's Ray Leonard. He's got a reach of 179 centimeters, and he stands 175 centimeters tall.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
It's Nigel Benn, the Dark Destroyer, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, an amazing...
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is usually second to none if you get the right fights in.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Now I'm going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. He threw a punch and just got countered. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of him. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Insane action. Where did that come from? Down they go. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds. Oh, wait a minute. Nigel Benn has been rocked. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Get your boxing back together and get back out there and win the round.
Here we go for round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. That big hook doesn't land. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good punch. You've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice defense with that jab. Did you see that? And Sugar is in trouble. Let's talk about winning that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Round, you feel good? Relax now.
Stick him in the end of your jab and then start gathering your pace and get your momentum.
But you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
You're switching off and you're starting to make mistakes. I need to go back out there and switch back on.
The bell rings and we start the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Nope, that jab not going to score. And Sugar is in trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Sugar Ray Leonard Days. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. talk about winning that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. Stay focused.
Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That counter shot lands. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice defense on that hook. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. The straight right just misses. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about winning that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good man, good man.
Get him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there.
To it there. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you
Again.
On to the 5th we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Fighters landing, and wisely they're going to take a knee here. No choice but to do that.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about winning that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to
Switch on and get the boxing back.
There's the bell to start round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both men step back for just a moment. Misses with the jab. A perfect counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about being in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Nice counter. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about being in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Get that jab back.
Round 8, and we're off again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. They are giving us a high-tempo show. That counter shot lands. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far? Oh, wait a minute! Sugar Ray's in trouble! How did they not go down?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Ben in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? And there's the bell for round 9. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two were made for each other. Holding nothing back here in the round. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be...
Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See you continue.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
The charts action from both of these fighters. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
There's always a way back.
Just get your breath.
There's the bell to start round 10. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Jab slightly off target. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Oh, no! Nigel Benn in big trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a tough way to lose it by split decision.
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me, come on, talk to me now.
That